So, it's your first big day of 6th grade. Everything is bigger, everything is louder, and most importantly, everything is so much different. I know it can seem scary, but I'm here to help you ease into it. I'm going to show you where all your teachers and other important rooms are, how this year works, and why this year is so important. So sit back, take a deep breath, and let's go. School starts at 8 o'clock every day, and then your schedule begins from there. I'm going to show you where all your possible classrooms are, including the teachers and what they teach, as well as your secondary courses. From there, things should be a little bit easier. Mostly all of your classes will be contained in these hallways, with the exception, of course, to your secondary courses. But let's focus on the rooms in these hallways while we're down here. Starting in the left wing and working our way to the right wing, we begin with our first teacher, Mr. Williams. In Mr. Williams' class, you will learn about various aspects of human society, from the earliest parts of pilgrims coming to America up to the Civil War, and even events like the Cold War. Moving across the hall to room 128, we can find Mr. Pollard, another teacher who teaches 6th grade. In room 26, we find Miss Musewich, who teaches 6th grade science. Here, you will learn all about different aspects of planets, clouds, and the rock cycle. Across from Miss Musewich, you can find Mrs. Bianchi, who teaches 6th grade math. In addition to these rooms, I do have to mention that Western Wayne's second English teacher, Miss Fraser, whose room you can't find on the bottom floor, is in the floor above in room 705 right here. Moving from one hallway to another, we will start in room 105. This room does not belong to any particular teacher or subject, but when a teacher requires an essay, or for the class to participate in an online assignment, you'll find yourself here. Right next to the computer lab is room 109 and room 104, which are paired together as both rooms are used by the family consumer science teacher, Mrs. Crowder. Mrs. Crowder will teach you about food, including how to bake and eat healthily. Across the hall from Miss Crowder is room 115, where you'll find Mrs. Kuschka. In her classroom, you will learn the ropes of the Spanish language, and as the years carry on, you'll begin to speak the language frequently. To round off the classes you'll find on the bottom floor of the middle school is Mr. Fehrenbach's class in room 116. Now, not all the courses I just mentioned were your primary maths or sciences or Englishes. The rest of those classes you can find on the top floor of the middle school, which we will discuss now. When you get to the top floor, you'll find that most of your secondary courses are relatively close together. Closest to the stairs, we can find Mrs. Farley's art room in 703, where you will study some of history's most famous artists and, of course, get to be creative with your own crafts. If you were to enter this intersection and take a left, you can find the cafeteria right here, before finding 3 more classrooms. Take a right down this hallway, you can find the Industrial Arts classroom, room 503. Here you'll learn the ropes about several aspects of construction and even get to apply yourself in building a variety of exciting inventions. Next to that, you'll find both the chorus and band rooms, rooms 502 and 501. In 5th grade, you were allowed to decide which of these two you would participate in for the next 3 years, and that is basically the last difference you will find between schedules. In course, Mrs. Kowaleski will teach you how to perfect your singing voice, and by the end of your middle school career, you'll find yourself prepared to possibly join the high school choir, but that's a talk for a different day. In band, Mrs. Arneal will teach you how to perform beautifully with your instrument of choice, whether it be a flute, a trumpet, or even a tuba. Across the hall from the band and chorus rooms, you'll find a double set of doors that lead into the gym. Additionally, another set of doors is positioned on the opposite side of the gym near the entrance on the top floor. The set of doors closest to the cafeteria leads to the boys' locker room and bathroom, whereas the doors closest to the guidance rooms will lead you to the girls' locker and bathroom. In middle school gym, you'll partake in a variety of interactive sports like basketball, hockey, and even dodgeball. To teach and watch over you as you run around the enormous gym are Mr. Wolf and Mrs. G and Betty. The last class to cover is the library, where you will learn about the ropes of researching and documenting all sorts of things, from news or even your personal favorite books. Alright, so now you know where everything is. With that in mind, let's talk about what this year's going to be like. Between every class, you have 4 minutes to go to your lockers and get whatever you need or to drop off things. For most of your classes, you'll need the basic essentials: a pen, a pencil, a notebook, and a folder, and the textbook for each class. But there's no need to overweight yourself. You don't need to carry everything home with you every night. Trust me, I did it for a long time, and it's not worth the back pains. But if there's one thing that you should bring, it's your best. Whenever you go to class, bring your A game. As easy as it would be just to reach the bare minimum for your work, trust me, in the long run, more opportunities will open up to you when your records show that you were a reliable and well put together student. With that in mind, you should also be on your best behavior. As much as high grades express your intelligence, a good attitude to not only your peers but to your teacher also helps you on your way into adulthood. If you find yourself struggling with work, or if you don't understand a subject too well, don't be afraid to ask the teacher for help. I get it, it's a new world, but these teachers, all of them, are here to help you figure things out. Trust me, I know it can be hard, especially when the pressure to do well is higher than ever before. But this is the place where you can talk to your friends, your teachers, your family. They're here to help and listen no matter what. But let's take a breath for a moment and just talk. As much as people will tell you that you have to do this, or you have to do that, or you have to wear those, let's put those ideas aside. 6th grade is a big step, there's no doubt about that. But that doesn't mean you have to become someone else. It's important to remember that you're still you. Everything that will be taught to you is just another step up from what you learned before, and that's by design, so you can eventually do incredible things. You don't need to be super well dressed. You don't need to have dozens of pencils and pens and highlighters. You don't need to be anyone but you. You are what you need, and that's all you'll ever need. Your brain and your heart will guide you to do what's right, whether it's joining the sports or acing that math test with 100. Be happy, be with your friends, and be strong, and most importantly, make the most of it. You will have your friends, the old ones, the new ones yet to be made. You will have your family, your teachers, and other authority figures. 6th grade and every grade after will give you those things. Even if the things seem fuzzy right now, it's going to clear up sooner than you think.